Update 48 is finally here, guys. The explosive power update bringing the brand new Spike Factory Paragon. So today I will be getting a degree 100 mega massive munitions factory along with a degree 100 of every other Paragon in the game and hopping into free play mode to see how long all 10 max Paragons can survive in BTD6. Let's hop right into it. Also, if you've been enjoying the content, click creator support and put in code MAHALICPOPS. It's a really easy way to support me, so thank you for your support. And we are starting this run off on logs with Geraldo and our free Dart Monkey. Now, some of you guys may be wondering why I'm bringing Geraldo for a late game run when everyone knows Azili is the best hero. Well, the reason's pretty simple. To get degree 100 Paragons, I need that Geraldo Paragon Totem, which I'll be spamming a ton of throughout the entire run. So this is the only hero I can go. And one other thing I'm certainly going to need in a run like this is a lot of money. So let's start farming early here. I think our first banana farm will just go right here. Perfect. Since I have to get 10 Paragons, all degree 100, and some of the Paragons are extremely expensive, such as the Spike Factory Paragon, 680,000, and the Ace Paragon, which is 765,000. Now, as for powers, I am gonna ban the use of powers throughout this run, besides the quality of life ones, such as like the Farmer and the Tech Bot. I'll let myself use those. And for that farming, we're gonna start off with a Monkey Bank as per usual, and quickly turn that bank into an IMF loan to redeposit more into it, and then turn that IMF loan into a Monkeyopolis, and get a balloon trap on our side. And next, the farming plan is pretty simple. We're going to start spamming BRFs and try to get that Banana Central as soon as possible, which one produces you a ton of money, but also just increases the cash the BRFs make as well. All right, we do have the mob to deal with though, so let's see if I can do a little bit of a trap maneuver. And do I pop it in time? I do. Perfect. Easy mode has been completed. Time to enter free play. So one cool thing I was thinking about doing inside of this video is while we go through the free play rounds, talk about what changes with the rounds, because as you get deeper into free play, you actually make less money from the balloons that come in. The blimps get stronger and the blimps get faster at an increasing rate the deeper into free play you get. So while we kind of progress through the rounds, I'll explain what's happening. Currently though, nothing has changed from the free play rounds past round 40. The first actual change of free play occurs on round 50 here, and that is your cash per pop, ladies and gentlemen. It gets reduced to 50%. So every single balloon that comes out is only giving me half the amount of cash than it did before. Even my balloon traps, they make half the amount of cash. This will get further reduced as we go as well. Then on round 60, the cash per pop gets farther reduced to only 20% what you're making at the start of the game. Enough talk about how free play works for now. The thing you guys all came to see is Paragons. So let's start getting Paragons. First things first, we're gonna upgrade Geraldo to level 20. And start placing down those Paragon totems as soon as possible. And the first Paragon I will be getting, as a lot of you guys probably could have guessed, is the Engineer Paragon, for a couple of reasons. One of them, I want to utilize Engineer early anyways to make money, right? The Triple XL Trap's great at that. And something a lot of people forget about making money with Paragon Towers is the money made actually counts towards your Paragon degrees at a 4-to-1 ratio to pops. So essentially the 76,000 made from this Engineer counts as an extra 300,000 pops towards my Engineer Paragon, which is fantastic. So with all that being said, here is everything I will need to get the degree 100 Paragons. First of all, 16.2 million pops, or about 4 million total cash generated if you're going that route. Next, I'm gonna need 100 tier 4 or lower upgrades. So to do that, pretty much just gonna spam low tier engineers around the map. Next, I need all 3 5th tiers of the Paragon, which I already have: the Triple XL, Century Champion, and Ultra Boost. I will also need the max cash slider for the Paragon too. Currently, I don't have enough cash for that, but I will later. And lastly, I'm going to need 20 Paragon totems per Paragon, which probably will be the limiting factor in the thing that's going to delay each of my Paragon placements the most, but we'll be making sure to place these down every single round I get them. And also, one thing I forgot to mention when we passed around 81 is we did hit the first ramping stage of free play, where now Mob Class Bloons health increases at 2% per round based on the health value of round 80 blimps. So this means a round 100 blimp will have 1.4x the HP of around 80 blimp. Additionally, the speed of balloons now increases at 2% per round, which means a round 100 ZMG will have 1.4 times the speed of around 81. And the speed increase actually stays at this rate throughout the entire game. And also, round 86 here, we have finally hit the next stage of free play, which means now the cash per pop has been further reduced to only 10%, ladies and gentlemen, of the initial cash per pop I was getting on round 1. Obviously, at this point though, it's not really affecting us at all because 99.9% of my income is just through banana farms. Alright, we have officially hit round 100, the BAD, How many pops am I looking at so far? 1,740,000 with 300,000 made. So if you do the math, that's about 3 million total pops. Doing decent on that department. However, I am actually ahead on the Paragon totems. I'm at 28 of those placed, which means I technically don't need to get all 16 million pops, since the Paragon totems will make up for some of that. And also, as round 100 concludes, now we hit the next stage of free play, which means our cash per pop is farther reduced to 5%. And the HP ramping has been increased a second time as well, where now it's at 5% per round instead of 2% per round. But soon here, that Engineer Paragon should be coming into play, as there's going to be a lot more RBE and a lot more pops for us to get. Honestly, just for testing purposes, let's turn off auto start and see what degree I would get after this round concludes. What degree is it? 88, okay. Alright, 10 rounds later, I should be closer to 100 now. I'm not sure if I'm quite there. 38 Paragon totems. I've got roughly 6 million pops, including the cash from this guy, so let's see. How close am I? 96, okay. Alright, this is at degree 100, please. Let's go. And I think our next Paragon I'm going to get is the Dart Monkey Paragon, so let's prepare those towers. And one other reason, which I forgot to mention as to why I started with the Engineer Paragon, is it's important when you're doing a multiple Paragon free play run to start with Paragons that don't have map-wide range, like the Engineer Paragon. The reason behind it is so this guy does not steal pops from the other towers, which I'm trying to occur pops for the Paragons, if that makes sense. So starting with something like the Ace Paragon would be a really bad idea for that reason. Okay, I forgot to mention it, but at round 120, we hit the next stage of free play with the cash per pop being reduced to the minimum it hits, which is only 2%. And starting on round 125, we also hit another ramping change, where now the Moab HP is being increased by 15% per round instead of 5% per round. Now, the nice part about the Dart Paragon is that I actually don't need as many Paragon totems due to the Monkey Knowledge with 2 crossbows. So let's see if I can get a max degree right now. I might not have all 16 million pops at this point, though. Yeah, degree 88. All right, we have officially passed round 140, so now we are actually into the randomized rounds. There's a couple set seeds in here, but like the vast majority are just going to be completely randomized, which is interesting. We could get like 1 BAD per round, we could get like 10 BADs per round. It all comes down to chance. And I'm also thinking after this round concludes, I can get the degree 100 Dart Paragon up. That's my hope. So let's see. Degree 100, please. 99. We'll just play out the next round. This will definitely give me enough pops. Let's see. Come on, Dart Paragon. Perfect. And the same reasoning with the Dart Paragon as the NG Paragon, both of these guys don't have infinite range, so they won't steal pops. But now that we're getting the deep free play and the rounds are getting harder, it's probably a good idea for me to get a support temple on our side. That way we can buff the towers that I'm trying to get Paragon pops for, and this shouldn't really steal like a significant amount of pops anyways. All right, True Sun God here. Now the question is, what Paragon do I want to get next that won't steal very many pops either? You could say Spike Factory Paragon, right? Spike Factory Paragon doesn't have map-wide range, but it actually does with like the spikes that it puts around the entire track. So maybe that's not a good idea to get at the moment. I'm thinking the Tack Paragon makes sense. That doesn't have infinite range. And let's start getting the pops in here. Come on. And the next stage of free play has officially been hit on round 151, which is 35% health ramping per round, guys. We go from 15% to 35%. Absolutely insane. Which means the pops are actually coming in pretty easily here. You can see my Taxon already has 5 million at the point where I only have 9 Paragon totems down. Remember, we need 20 of these to get the max degree Paragon. And there it is, guys, the 20th Paragon totem. So it's time to get the Crucible of Steel and Flame on the field. Come on. Degree 100. There we go. We got 100 Engigon, 100 Dartagon, and 100 Tackagon. And I think it's finally time, guys, to get the Spike Factory in here. I was thinking about it, and I feel like the map-wide spikes won't steal that many pops. Plus, there's just so many pops to give per round right now that I'll definitely still be able to get the other Paragon pops after getting the Spike Factory Paragon on the field, if that makes sense. The nice part about this, though, is like the Supermines is obviously incredibly strong, so getting the Paragon pops should not really be a very difficult task for us. Oh yeah, I totally called it. I mean, the Supermines itself already has all the pops the Paragon needs, but I only have 5 Paragon totems placed, which means your boy needs to wait another 15 rounds minimum to get that Spike Factory Paragon up. It's fine though. And the long-awaited moment is finally here, guys. That's the 20th Paragon totem. So let's get the degree 100 mega massive munitions factory all the way in the back where the Spike Factory... Wait, what? My only guess is that I don't have the tiers requirement met, and that's why it's not working. So let's place down some spiked poles. I thought I had 100 tiers down, but maybe I didn't. Try it again. Come on. 100, there we go. And of course, we're placing it in the back because this is gonna just be like a nice back line of defense. Plus the spikes have a pretty big hitbox too, so they still will be able to reach like the blimps at the early parts of the track. Let's just give our Paragons one round to tear through the balloons to see how far they actually push. And right now it's looking like the balloons stand no chance, yeah. So I guess the question is, what Paragon do I want next? And I'm honestly thinking we could run with the Ninja next. Let's do that. I think Ninja's fine because the only map-wide thing is the Sticky Bomb attack, which won't like take out everything. So we still will be able to get other Paragon pops pretty easily. Alright, round 203. The blimps are starting to push a little bit, but I don't have that many Paragons on the field in all honesty, so I'm not too worried about it. Just one thing to keep note of. And after this round concludes, I should be able to get to that degree 100 Ninja Paragon. Alright, here we go. Let's see. The strongest Paragon we can get for free play, degree 100. Now, some of you guys might be wondering why I say the strongest. And it's not because like the main attack's the best, it's because there's a permanent Grand Sablo ability that actually goes off from the Ninja Paragon, which damages all the blimps upon entering by 25%. So basically, it makes every single round 25% easier for me to defend, which is insanely helpful. And that's the bare minimum if the Ninja Paragon did not attack at all, which it obviously does. By the way, our next Paragon we will be going for is the Wizard Paragon, so start spamming some wizards up at the top just to get some pops in here. And another thing I should do is actually check the Paragon pops. Almost 50 million on the Spike Factory Paragon. Ninja Paragon's new, but it already has 13 million. Tack Paragon's got 12. Engineer Paragon's got 3, and Dart Paragon's got 20 million. Obviously, though, the Engineer Paragon is towards the back, and I'm not placing the sentries right now, so this guy isn't at his full strength. Alright, guys, 20 rounds later, I am finally about to get the 20th Paragon Totem in here. Come on. There we go. And time to get the Wizard Paragon up, which actually, where do I want to place it? That's the question. I think right here is a fine spot for the Wizard Paragon. Magnus Perfectus. Degree 100. Let's go. And I also think I have enough cash at this point to sell off my banana farms, I'd like to believe. Should I do it? I've got 1.7 million in the Rare Quincy action figure too. I'll sell off everything but the Banana Central. How about that? Just to clean up the map a little bit. I'm hoping this doesn't bite me in the butt later, but it might. And yeah, as for the next Paragon on the list, I think we will do... What am I missing in all honesty? We're missing both the Water Paragons, right? Which I'm already getting pops for these guys in the process. We're missing the Ace Paragon, and we're missing the Boomerang Paragon. Is that it? 4 Paragons remaining? I think so. Let's do Boomerang next. Also, I forgot to mention this as well. I've officially passed my highest round in BTD6 on this account, which was 231. We're on 239 right now, and I think we can go a lot farther, guys. So I'm excited. And it is now time to get the degree 100 Boomerang Paragon. Glaive Dominus in here. Come on. That's Paragon number 7. Perfect. I think the next one would just be the Ace Paragon. I've already got all the pops I need, pretty much. I've got Boat at 12 million, so Boat needs about 4 million more. Submarine has all the pops, and the Ace has all the pops, so it really doesn't matter the order. And also, guys, we have hit a huge change with the ramping here on round 250. And that is we're going from 35% health increase per round to 100% health increase per round. On top of that, the blimps on this round have 42.5 times the HP they did on round 80. That's how much ramping has impacted the health here. Pretty absurd. All right, and with round 266 concluding, I should be able to get my 20th Paragon Totem in here for the Ace Paragon. So let's do it. I have more than enough pops. The Flying Fortress has racked up 64 million. And I think it's time to sell this Rare Quincy action figure. 4 million in value is actually absurd. Okay. Ace Paragon will go here. Tsar Bomba. Goliath Doomship. Max Slider. Degree 100? Perfect. And now we just have the water towers left. So I think the way we're going to do this is I want to clear some space out. That way I can get a Mermonkey here. Lord of the Abyss. With 10 Mermonkey stacks for range. And that should be pretty good. And now I'm hoping I can fit 20 submarines in the range. Only unfortunate part is... Wait, why can I not... When you give range buffs to this guy, does it not increase the water area? That's my question, because currently it looks like I can't place it over here. Interesting. So maybe I'll need more than 20 Paragon Totems if I can't get all the tiers requirement, is my concern. Yeah, right now it's only looking like I can fit 10 submarines, which is roughly half the tiers I need. Well, that's a bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. I thought increasing the range of the Mermonkey would increase the water area as well, but I guess not. Wait, I'm actually wondering, since the range does not impact the water area, there's probably a better spot for me to fit even more submarines in. So what if I do it like over here, for example? All right, I got 15 this time. It's not 20, which is what I need, but 15 definitely will help me out. All right, so with round 286 concluding, I should be getting my 20th Geraldo Paragon totem. However, since I don't have the tiers requirement met, I don't think I'll have degree 100, but let's just see anyways, you know what I'm saying? Submarine Paragon, let's send it. What degree? 99. My guess is that I need either 1 or 2 more Paragon totems. So 1 or 2 more rounds played. All right, 21 Paragon totems. Is that enough? 100, let's go. Perfect. And as I'm sure a lot of you guys guessed, the final Paragon will be the boat Paragon, so let's start preparing those. And I was only able to fit 11 boats inside the Mermonkey's range, unfortunately, so I'm definitely not going to get it up for a while here. But also, while we're here, might as well do a pop count check, right? Let's use all of our abilities first, just to get everything going. Spike Factory Paragon's at 345 million, Tack Paragon 67 million, Wizard Paragon 359 million, Ninja Paragon's far ahead in the lead, 812 million. Engineer Paragon 118, Dart Paragon 94, Boomerang 183. Now I'm thinking I probably should keep the Submarine Paragon submerged, as since I have so many Paragons on the field, getting that reduced ability cooldown is more effective than just the damage this guy would give me. That's my assumption. Alright guys, round 300 has finally been hit. Ramping has increased once again to 150% HP per round instead of 100%. And the Mob class balloons are 93 times as strong on this round compared to round 80. Absurd numbers. Plus, speaking about absurd numbers, the Ninja Paragon has reached 1 billion pops, so nicely done to the Ninja Paragon. After this round finishes, I should have 23 Paragon totems down, and I'm hoping that's enough for the Boat Paragon degree 100. Let's see. Please. There we go. We have finished it finally, guys. Now, I've noticed a pretty big mistake I've made with my setup, and that's that the submerged sub only gives Paragons minus 10% ability cooldown inside of its range. And the reason that's a really big mistake is because my Ace Paragon, which has a ton of ability damage, is not inside the range, and neither is the Spike Factory Paragon, which also has a ton of ability damage. Which makes me question whether or not it's even worth to submerge this guy, because the only abilities that are really benefiting from the minus 10% cooldown is the Tack Paragon, which doesn't do that much damage, the Wizard Paragon, which actually does a decent amount, and the Boat Paragon. I think I'll keep it submerged though, because the Boat Paragon ability is so unbelievably important, being able to hook in those BTDs. But yeah, it would have definitely been more optimal to have a better submarine placement, or just better Tack Paragon and Ace Paragon placement. I'm pretty sure it's possible to fit all 10 Paragons in the range of this guy. I just was not thinking ahead with my placements. But either way, with all that being said, here we go. It's time to test how long all 10 max degree 100 Paragons can survive, ladies and gentlemen. I think the first test will be without abilities used, so honestly it's just unsubmerged for that. We'll see how long they can last with no abilities used, then I'll start using the abilities. So there's something oddly satisfying about looking at late game runs. All of the BTDs coming out, just speeding up a ton. We're looking at 40 times speed gameplay right now. Surprisingly, the game wasn't actually lagging much in the late game, which I'm thinking is because I don't have that many towers placed and we're not in the ultra late game yet. Either way, with that being said, round 352 was the final round that the no ability usage of the Paragon setup made it to. You can see here, there's just a couple too many fortified bads and I go down. All right, and round 352 was the limit of all the Paragons without their abilities used. Now it's time to use the abilities, which for now I think I will just tech bot them. Later, I might manually do them if I die again, but I doubt timing the abilities makes a huge difference in all honesty, since there's pretty much BTDs everywhere at all times. And one other thing I need to think about is the Ace Paragon's pathing. Let's do it like that. I'm not entirely sure what the best path for the bomber run is, but that should be fine. Let's run it. Oh, and with the abilities going now too, probably best to keep this guy submerged, so I get the minus 50% ability cooldown on the boat, which is huge. Now, how much longer do I think the abilities will carry us for? My guess is, I think roughly 20 to 25 more rounds. So, I think we'll die in the 370s here. And then my guess is after that, I can probably squeeze out a couple more rounds with microing the abilities myself. But we'll see. You can see here though, round 352, actually a piece of cake with all of these abilities used. That is a nice feeling. And we're back at it again. You can see the abilities do make quite the big difference. These rounds are not getting far at all, but ramping of the BTDs is extremely high at this point. So you can see slowly but surely the BTDs get a tiny bit farther at the end of every single round here. Rounds 367, 368, and this is actually, surprisingly, the final round of the tech bot setup. There's just so many fortified bads this round. Alright, we actually didn't survive as long as I thought with all the abilities. Ramping is insane. 368 was the ending point. Now I am going to use a continue, which replenishes all my lives and replenishes my ability cooldowns. So this could be seen as cheating in a way, but I just want to see how much longer I could make it with my own ability timings and targeting. Okay, so we'll start off with putting the boat on last target and get an extra 10% attack speed. And then what I'll also do is use sub Paragon ability off the start, spike factory abilities. We're going to reset the sentry. Let's get Blade Maelstrom, that ability. We're going to target the ace ability like this. Use a bolt pool as well, metamorphosis. And this should do a pretty insane amount of damage. Let's see. My guess is that we'll beat 368 by virtue of pretty much just having all my abilities off cooldown through the continue, which is low-key cheating. But I did want to see if managing the abilities myself does make a difference or not, which we'll kind of see on the future rounds, my guess is. Alright. Couple BDs remaining, not that many. I think I'll use one more Ace Paragon ability, and then after that, probably just call it. I don't think I'll need any more, hopefully. Maybe use the Spike Factory ability as well. Do I have enough damage here? I'm not going to use the Metamorphosis. I don't think I need Metamorphosis. We'll use an Sentry Explosion here. Now. Perfect. Maybe I should have used Metamorphosis from the wizard. Are we good? I might still be dead in all honesty. Oh my gosh, wait a second. Metamorphosis. Okay, we barely survive. Well then, that is kind of crazy in all honesty. I thought this would be a little bit easier with, yeah. I might only have like 2 more rounds in me then, ladies and gentlemen. We did barely survive. Honestly, let's turn accessibility on a little bit. That way I can just see how many spikes I have in the back. And here we go, next round. A lot of the defending also comes down to RNG. It just depends on how many BADs, how many fortified BADs you get inside of the round, because it is randomized to a degree. So you could get lucky, you could get unlucky. Like this round, for example, has a lot less than the previous round. I can already tell. Shouldn't be as difficult. And yeah, you can see here the BADs like didn't make it very far at all. Ooh, there's a lot of BADs on the back end here though. Not looking that great. Let's explode that. If I can pop this one, I should be fine. Ooh, Metamorphosis, please. Where is it? Click it. First. I need to hit the ZMGs. Oh! We somehow survived that. Last BAD. Come on. Pop it, pop it, pop it. Explode. Am I dead? Come on, Tack Paragon ability. We're good. That got so close, bro. I think we might have died, honestly, if I didn't put the Metamorphosis on first there. Alright, 374. There is actually a decent amount of BDs in here, but I do have the Sub-Paragon ability coming off cooldown, which should do a lot for me. Come on. It's a last BD that's actually the concern, so maybe target the Ace Paragon ability this way. Okay, Sub-Paragon ability, come in. Blast off. Perfect. Yeah, we're good, we're good. I think I'm fine. It's the last one. I can use Metamorphosis here. Let's go Tack Paragon ability on that as well. Come on. We're good. Alright, 375. Let's run it. I'm going to wait to use my Bolt Paragon hook in until there's a fortified BD on the screen. It's not worth for me to hook in regular BDs. Fortified. Perfect. Honestly, it's looking like 375 is not that bad for us here. Yeah. 371 was the hardest round yet, which is kind of weird to think about. Well, let's not speak too soon. There is a fortified bat at the back with a decent amount of HP left. And these two are kind of pushing. Let's explode Sentry on that. Okay, do I have any big abilities coming off cooldown? We have Spike Factory ability. I have Tack Paragon abilities here. Come on. Oh, no, we're good. We're good. Let's go. This might be the end, guys. Oh my gosh, there is so much going on. Let's bolt pull that fortified. Replace this. I get the Sub Paragon ability here in a second. I need that to go huge for me here. I'm lucky that I'm getting it this round. I also need to target this Ace Paragon ability. Come on. Let's pop down that fortified bat in the front. There we go. Sub Paragon ability, please. Bolt pull one of these. Spiked mine ability. Explode. 5, 4, 3. No. No, no, no. Metamorphosis. Survive. Put on first. First. We're okay, we're okay. We're okay. What happened? What happened? We're fine. Pop that, pop that, pop that. Oh my gosh. How did we survive that? 378 has been beaten, guys. Let's go. I'm locked in. I'm locked in. Okay, 379 is also eyeing me down. I'm waiting to use this Metamorphosis till I get full mana. Let's use it now. Back on strong with you. Replace the Sentry. Come on. I've got so many fortified bads left. I got really unlucky with the fortified bad RNG on this round. Holy cow. And I don't have that sub Paragon ability to bail me out either. I think this is it, guys. This is not looking good. Oh my lord. Okay, wait to explode. Now. The Sentry explosions don't do much, but it helps. I get that Tack Paragon ability now. I think I'm dead against that. How? How? Oh my gosh. The Boomerang Paragon stunning the fortified ZMGs. Don't leak, don't leak. Please. We survived. Another explosion. Use that. Tack Paragon ability. Target the Ace ability here. Do I need it for this fortified bad? I don't. Bro, 2 nail-biting rounds back to back. We're hitting 380. Come on. And after that treacherous round 379, I was actually able to fly through. It's gonna sound crazy. The next 10 rounds, yeah. I honestly got better at timing the abilities well, using the Metamorphosis ability with the Wizard when he had the max mana, using the Bolt Paragon ability on fortified BADs, especially when they had high HP, not using them on BDs that were about to pop, targeting the Ace ability well. All of those things kind of came into me surviving 10 more rounds here. But you can see here, end of round 389, things are actually getting pretty close. Oh, the last F-Bat is going far. Wait a second. Spike Factory. Boomerang, clean that up, please. There's always an insane amount of lag when it hits my Spike Factory at the end because it's exploding the mines into like tons of carpeted spikes. I'm pretty sure that's why. Are we good though? I think we're good. Yeah, we're chilling. Dare I say, is round 400 possible? We're on 390 now. Much farther than I thought we would make it to begin with. We are absolutely cooking these balloons though. In a pot and pan. Oh, I need a big Ace Paragon ability here. Like a huge one. And Metamorphosis on top of it. This might be the death of me. I don't know if I'm dealing with that, to be honest. I think I'm dead. I think I'm dead, guys. Oh man, there's no shot I'm surviving that. There's no shot. There's no shot, right? Right, game? Oh my gosh, please pop the last one. Pop the last one. No, I think I popped it too. I just died to the insides. Man, using continue here would definitely be cheating though. That would reset all my abilities off cooldown to start the round. So we're going to leave it at that. 390 was the round we beat. 391 was the ending round for us. And let's check the pop count, guys. 2 billion on Spike Factory, 600 million on the Tack Shooter, 353 on the Dart, 868 on the Engineer, 1 billion on the Boomerang. This actually outdid the Engineer Paragon, which is interesting. 1.6 on the Magnus Perfectus, 2.4 on the Ace. So Spike Factory almost outdid the Ace, which is surprising. I thought Ace would kind of be far ahead. Monkey Sub at 542. Bolt Paragon is the leader, guys, at 5.6 billion. That is absolutely absurd. And Ninja Paragon slightly behind at 4.5 billion. Here are all the values listed for the pop counts. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Definitely a lot of fun testing out all the Paragons. And I honestly surprised myself. I didn't think I'd make it to 390. So if you enjoyed today's video, hit the like button, subscribe. It makes a big difference for your boy. Ramac out. Peace, guys. Have a good one.